All right, how to avoid the mandatory 10-day quarantine when flying to Hawaii. Let's go. First things first, you want to go to travel.hawaii.gov and create an account in the Hawaii Safe Travels program. I created mine already, so we're going to go ahead and click trips. I inputted my trip already, but if you're having to do that, right there where the arrow is. Next, you see some of my information is not filled out, right? So we're going to go ahead and edit. Part of the information is there, but the key thing is getting the quarantine exemption approval right above verify. All right, super important that you don't go to just any old COVID testing facility. There are quick tests that make you think, oh, I could get a quick test and know within 15 minutes. That's not going to help you when it comes to the Safe Travels program. What you want to do is you want to go to hawaiicovid19.com. Then on the right hand side where it says travel, go to travel partners. Then you'll see Hawaii has like a really specific test. It's the NAAT test, and it has to be done at a certified like clinical lab that they accept. I went to CVS, which is right here, but as you can see, there's a lot of different options. You can go to Costco, Walgreens is down here, but the key is you got to make sure that you go to the approved testing site and then get your test done there. Otherwise, you might have got a COVID test that doesn't even like apply, and then you're left wasting your time because it's not an accepted COVID test. All right, I just got done with my COVID test at CVS. It was a drive-through COVID test. Basically, they hand you a bag with a cotton swab that you stick in one nostril, rotate 5 times, then you put it into your other nostril, rotate 5 times. You literally put it into a vial, seal it up in a second biohazard bag, and then you hand it like right into a little tray where they even give you in the packet like a little sanitary wipe. So when you touch that deposit box, it's like clean. All right, so pro tip. 72 hours before the final leg of your trip to Hawaii, so that last flight as you're going in to Hawaii, that's where the 72-hour window is calculated from. So the moment you're eligible to get that test 72 hours before the final leg of your trip, go ahead and get your test done within the first few hours of that window. I was eligible to do mine at like 3 in the afternoon. I sat on my hands for no reason and I went the following morning. That was a big mistake. I didn't get my results until 2.5 days later. It was the morning of my trip and I just barely was able to upload the document saying I was COVID negative hours before my trip. You don't want to cut it that close. They say the test takes 1 to 2 days, but then they build in a little cushion of extra time. They could say, oh, well, due to increased testing flow, we can now take a little bit longer. It might be longer than 1 to 2 days. Well, that doesn't do you any good when you only have 72 hours to like show that you're negative. You can't be in the air and then upload your document. You have to actually have it done before you get on that final leg of your flight, and you only got a 72-hour window to do it. So super important. Don't wait. Get it done within the first few hours of that 72-hour window, and then you'll be good to go. All right, this could be confusing, but it'll help you. When you log into the Safe Travels website, you go all the way to the right, and then you click Documents. You do need to upload the PDF showing that you're COVID negative. For me, it was easier to get the notification first and foremost on my cell phone. It just happened to have been texted to my cell phone from CVS. And I noticed when I tried to like log in, it's fine to log in on your smartphone, but it's kind of a hassle to work with a PDF on your cell phone. So what I did is I just went to my laptop, easier to work on my laptop. I took that exact link that was texted to me, I put it into URL bar on like a regular like Safari web browser, I put in that link, logged in the normal course as if I was on my smartphone. It's just that I was on my laptop. And then as soon as I was able to log in, boom. See where it says save as a PDF, COVID negative, that little button at the bottom? I was able to just download the PDF directly onto my laptop, and then from the download menu, I was able to circle back to the Hawaii Safe Travels website, put in the proper document. It's super easy. It said like test, so it's easy to find. And then once I was able to upload that, I guess they know based on the name of the file that you're negative, and immediately it just showed me that I was negative. As you can see on the bottom right hand side, it says COVID negative status. Just by uploading the document, it automatically did that. So I was styling right after that and feeling really good about my trip. Now next, you want to go back to the main page, click Health Questionnaire. Your trip will automatically populate because you've inputted it already. And then there's some basic questions like, do you feel ill now? Have you had the flu vaccine? I'm a pro-vax, so I always have my vaccinations, but my last one was actually in 2020, just before COVID got really big. So I put in the country. I just guesstimated when I had it. I knew it was sometime in February, but because it was before it got really crazy with COVID in 2020, so I knew it was sometime in February. And then the funny thing is, the last question I wasn't quite sure on. I don't really know what they're talking about. Like, is the 10-day quarantine currently in effect? I mean, yes, but I'm filling this out so that no, I don't have to do it. I don't really know what the answer is, so I kind of switched back and forth, and I think I settled on yes. But I don't even know if it's that material, honestly. I went back and forth, and then I just submitted it. All right, now it's time for the digital signature. It's messy, but hey, gets the job done. I used my mouse to go ahead and get it done. You click the green button to submit, and then there's a final blue button to go ahead and submit the health record. And as soon as you go ahead and like finalize just clicking it, you immediately get an email that gives you your QR code. Now that's the magic code you want to make sure you have screenshot on your cell phone in your picture gallery. That's the key. The QR code is basically what allows you to verify with the gate when you depart or when you land that you actually have a COVID negative test. So super important, whether you do a screenshot of it, or you take a picture of it, or you click the link and do like a screen grab of it. Either way, you just want to make sure that you have that access like right in your phone so that it's ready to go when you need to submit proof that you've submitted your COVID negative test. All right, if you're smart, you'll use your QR code at the departure gate, and then you'll get a wristband showing that you already did the QR code like swiping part. And when you get off the plane in Honolulu, you could just walk right out the door. I, of course, didn't know that. There's probably no way I could have known that, so I didn't. And then I had to actually have my QR code ready when I landed, and then I had to go into a special line so that they could actually approve me as exempt for the 10-day quarantine. So here it goes. So as you can see, when you get out, they got these dots that you follow. If you got a QR code, somebody at the front right there will go ahead and direct you to just follow the dots. And I had a QR code, so I went ahead and I got into this little line to show them the QR code. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, I just went to one of those desks. They scanned my QR code. They gave me a little piece of paper and an ID, and now I'm on to the next checkpoint. Alright, easy peasy. Went through the checkpoint, got some little paper, got my my QR code scanned, and that was it. Good to go, no quarantine. All right, that's the video. You can come to Hawaii. You don't have to quarantine for 10 days. It takes a lot of prep work, but it's totally possible, and I guess we're open for now. All the best to you. Good luck. Have fun in Hawaii. Stay safe, but just come. Keep coming.